Hello Cowboys Nation, welcome to another video, and without further ado, let's get to another round of news from America's team. Dallas Cowboys tight end suffers season-ending knee injury in practice. The Dallas Cowboys returned to practice on Wednesday as the team ramps up its preparation for the San Francisco 49ers in Week 8 of the 2024 NFL regular season. Unfortunately for tight end John Stephens Jr., it is the last time he will see the field in pads this season. According to Todd Archer of ESPN.com, Stephens suffered a season-ending knee injury during Wednesday afternoon's practice. Stephens suffered a torn ACL in his left knee. It is the same knee and injury that forced Stephens to miss last season. He will undergo surgery to repair his knee. It's an unfortunate setback for Stephens, who signed with the Cowboys as an undrafted free agent after the 2023 NFL Draft. Stephens was projected to make the 53-man roster but suffered a torn ACL in the second preseason game against the Seattle Seahawks. We wish Stephens a full and speedy recovery. Cowboy star misses Week 8 practice for entirely relatable reason. Turns out that the mere fact of being an NFL star, even for the Dallas Cowboys, does not mean you get a reprieve from the daily grind of life. You'll still have to sit in traffic. Your car keys will go missing sometimes. Every now and then, your toast will be burnt. Kicker Brandon Aubrey can relate. Aubrey could very well be the best player on the Cowboys right now, at least relative to his position. Aubrey, who burst on the scene as a rookie last year with a Pro Bowl season in which he knocked through a league-high 36 field goals on 38 attempts and made 94.2% of his extra-point tries, has a Pro Football Focus rating of 94.9, which is the highest on the Cowboys. He has attempted 19 field goals and made 17, including a 65-yarder that stands as the longest of the season in 2024. His PFF grade is the best in the NFL this season. In a season in which everything seems to have gone sideways for the Cowboys, Aubrey remains straight as an arrow. Cowboys Brandon Aubrey hit with jury duty. And yet, on Wednesday, Aubrey was not at practice for the Cowboys. But have no fear, this was not a torn ACL or a high ankle sprain. Instead, Aubrey was missing practice and will likely miss more because he was called for jury duty. As Nick Harris of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram wrote on X, Cowboys Brandon Aubrey has been selected to be on a 12-person jury for a felony case in Tarrant County's 297th District Court, a source tells at Star-Telegram. There's not a clear timetable for how long the case will last. Fortunately, there's no court over the weekends, which means Aubrey will be free to perform his day job. It will be a night job this week, as the Cowboys play at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday in San Francisco. It's a good thing that Aubrey will be able to play because the Cowboys might well still be without two key players on Sunday. Star pass rusher Micah Parsons only did rehab work on Wednesday as he recovers from a high ankle sprain, and cornerback Darren Bland, out with a stress fracture, did conditioning drills. Neither was a full practice participant. Cowboys' Mike McCarthy replacement could quickly bring a Lombardi. With the Cowboys being 3-3 heading into Week 8, NFL analysts and experts, of course, are creating buzz about whether head coach Mike McCarthy's days with the team are numbered. McCarthy's contract is uncertain, so the Cowboys could decide to go a different direction and not re-sign him. At this point, Corey Woodruff of USA Today's For the Win says it's inevitable that one Super Bowl-winning coach will be packing his bags for Dallas. He also writes that this guy could quickly help the team bring home a Lombardi. Jerry Jones could sleep easier at night with new Dallas Cowboys coach. New England Patriots coach Bill Belichick is often a favorite in conversations about who the Cowboys could bring on to replace McCarthy. Now, Woodruff says it feels inevitable that Belichick will head up the team next season. It's not necessarily that Belichick will be the best candidate, but he will be the one that helps Jones sleep easier at night, Woodruff noted in the October 22 piece. Don't underestimate an owner who is clearly tired of being the butt of the joke, going out and getting the 21st century's NFL model of consistency to save his franchise from tepid results. Heading into Week 8, the Cowboys are 29th in DVOA for their defense and 26th in offense, which is not great. Add to that the latest horrific loss against the Lions on home turf, and you have some very angry Cowboys fans. Woodruff goes on to say that a union between Belichick and the Cowboys just makes too much sense for both sides. Jones would get the coach he's dreamed of, the one who has already followed in the footsteps of Tom Landry and Jimmy Johnson. Cowboys linked to trade talk for Bears quarterback hunter. The NFL trade deadline is less than 2 weeks away, and while we'd like to think that the many issues on hand for the Cowboys with their 2024 roster will make a trade for Dallas inevitable, we also know that Jerry Jones is running the show. That means inaction is always likely to be door number 1, and it's probable there is no door number 2. Still, imagining for a moment that the team is still focused on winning in 2024, one issue that the Cowboys could clearly address at the deadline is its battered defensive line. The Cowboys have not been great when it comes to pressuring the quarterback and currently average 2.3 sacks per game, which is 17th in the NFL. And stopping the run has not gone much better. The Cowboys have allowed 859 yards this season, which ranks 27th in the NFL. With that in mind, when ESPN NFL insider Jeremy Fowler wrote about the Bears' potential interest in trading away pass rusher Dominique Robinson, it was almost natural for the ears of folks in Cowboys country to perk up. Robinson is a 2022 fifth-round pick who was pushed to third string after the team acquired Montez Sweat last year. He is a former receiver at Miami, Ohio, who will need some development, but who has the raw skills and athleticism to play the position. As NFL.com wrote in its scouting report on Robinson, wideout-turned-quarterback hunter with the bricks and mortar needed to build an impactful career as a 3-4 outside linebacker or 4-3 rush end. Robinson frequently flashes despite his relative inexperience at the position. He's quick off the snap, using plus fluidity, athleticism and bend to trim the edge and assail the pocket. Robinson does have long-term potential, but the Cowboys are in a short-term situation, so it's questionable that he'd be a fit.